The number one way men ruin their lives. They choose short term gratification over long term fulfillment. By short term gratification, they would rather indulge in food, indulge in Netflix, or even worse, indulge in internet scrolling, social media scrolling, Instagram scrolling, TikTok scrolling, or even worse, drugs or alcohol. Alex Hormozy said that we live in a time where it's so easy to succeed, but we also live in a time where it's so easy to get distracted. And I would go even further. It's so easy to get distracted and also to destroy your life. Because life is a series of decisions you make. It's a series of decisions you make, and those decisions will lead you down the right path or the wrong path. And more often than less, a lot of men choose the short term gratification, whether it's drugs, porn, alcohol, instead of being disciplined in an unwholesome way. They do drugs, they do alcohol, they choose Netflix over working out, over learning a language, over starting a business, over reading, researching, finding their purpose, finding their mission, boxing, whatever worthwhile goal you have in your life, you need a certain level of discipline, right? Effort, consistency over time. Because that short term gratification, as it is called, is short term. It's very easy to have that pleasure, that cheap dopamine that your mind craves. But the more you indulge in those short term pleasures, the more you are training your brain to accept them. I see that in my own life. I used to be addicted to porn. I used to be addicted to alcohol to a certain extent, and I gave up porn and I gave up alcohol. And I have to say, those two things I have given up are two of the proudest moments in my life because I do not have that anchor that is weighing me down. And I'm not here to impress you, but I'm here to impress upon you the necessity for men to choose the right path. And the right path is riddled with temptation because there is pain on the path, but that pain is the pain you need. Those pain, that pain is growing pain that you need on your path to self actualize, to reach your highest level in relationship, your highest level in business, in your career, in finances, or even spiritually. But those temptations are here and they are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. So you need to stand down and refuse to indulge, or at least be moderate in your indulgence. These short term pleasures should not be your priority in your life. They should be moments where you indulge. Maybe not porn. Porn should not be a part of a man's life. But even for alcohol or even drugs, I mean, I'm not doing any of that, but I understand that we all need some escapism. But the escapism needs to be moderate and it needs to be kind of a reward you give yourself when you do achieve something, not on a casual Thursday night. The more you let yourself get distracted by all the temptation, the harder it will be for you to be disciplined and the more anxiety, the more restlessness you will feel in your life. Because those things, that cheap dopamine, is not only something your mind gets used to, but it also brings a lot of side effects you don't want in your life and a lot of pain. And unfortunately, the more pain you feel, the more you want to escape. So you want to escape the pain you get from those indulgence, get the growing pains you get from discipline. You have to endure the pain from discipline, not to endure the pain you get from those short term pleasures. Or you can be on that side where you choose to be in discomfort, chosen discomfort for you to grow, the more you can achieve in this life and the better you can be as a man, a masculine man. Now, it's not a perfect line, but the more you can train yourself not to be too comfortable here with distraction, but to be uncomfortable here while living your life, while being on the path, the path of self improvement, the path of masculinity. The more you can be proud of yourself and your accomplishment. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you very soon.